What is up today, guys? It's Mystic Dreamcatcher, and today we have my first episode of me Thanos snapping the fuck out of the total drama history. There is no history between any of these characters. This is the first season, never been total drama before. I'm talking the beginning, and here is a what if scenario. And we're gonna continue this all the way up to race. Just keep in mind, it's only my opinion. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Sitting ducks. So this is the one where the campers have to jump off the cliff into the circle below. The most amount of people on a team to do that will get an advantage, such as the wheelbarrow, to help move supplies. Each team will then have to construct a hot tub, and whichever hot tub slash jacuzzi is deemed better by Chris wins immunity for their team. Now, I think Beth isn't jumping, and I think that's about it. I think Beth is the only one to not jump on this team. Now, Courtney, as you know before, she didn't jump, but this time these guys went first, which means she doesn't have to calculate. She already knows if I don't jump, it's a tie. So I feel like she does, but it doesn't matter because Taylor pussying out. And then I feel like Kitty would be, like, no one on the team in TDI was like willing enough to help DJ go through his emotional issues. However, I believe Kitty would, and they would jump together. So I feel like neither team would get the advantage. It would be a tie. Like, you could say Jen might not jump, but if she doesn't, Stephanie pushing her off, I feel like she would do that. So it's a tie. Alright, now just in terms of who I believe could build the better hot tub, and just looking at everyone here, I think Killer Bass will definitely make the better tub. I can almost guarantee that. Now here you're gonna see the campfire ceremony. Alright, sitting ducks, and you know how Ezekiel did that sexist thing and he was severely punished. However, Lightning can go on about Team Man and how men are better for like 30 minutes. Yeah, this is TDI, ain't gonna fly this time. Goodbye, bitch. You got Ezekiel. What season y'all think Ezekiel gonna be introduced? Let me know in the comments. However, what would usually happen is if I put them over here, that means they got a marshmallow. But I already know who wants out, so I won't do that. So congratulations, marshmallows for the lot of you. First out, Lightning. The Awake-A-Thon. Basically, each team has to try their best to stay awake. Whenever a team has all of their members asleep, that team loses, and the other team wins invincibility. Now, just looking at the teams again, I'm gonna say, I don't know, it'd be a big-ass tie between Sean and, like, Gwen. I still feel like Gwen got it, though. Good job, Gwen. Alright, here they are going to the camp ceremony. Now, this means they were awake the longest. All the way down here means they were, like, one of the first to fall asleep. Alright, so this is the order I believe it would go. So with that being said, the marshmallows go to Sean, Kitty, Duncan, Stephanie, Courtney, Jeff, DJ, Harold, and Noah. And the last marshmallow goes to Taylor. I feel like this is probably where Jen would realistically get out. I do like her in this season, and I feel like that's a good place for her to get. Because she would bitch about beauty sleep, and that would get her out. Dodgeball. So basically, a shit ton of games of dodgeball. Whoever gets the most points wins. And by the looks of this, I'm saying Killer Bass win. Which means, welcome you guys. I still feel like Heather has her alliance with Lindsay and Beth. I feel like people are really annoyed with Sugar, but Owen kinda likes her a little bit. Of course, Rodney likes everyone. Gwen, Lashana, Trent, Owen, and Tyler. The final marshmallow goes to Rodney, which I believe this is where Sugar would get out. A little bit of third place, a very side antagonist just getting out. That's enough episodes for her to be annoying and make an impact. Owen would probably say some shit like, I'll miss you, or some bullshit. The talent show. So this is the one where they have to put up 3 people each, and each one has to show a talent. Chef will judge them by points. Chef will give a rating, and whoever has the highest rating as a total on a team wins immunity. Killer Bass, I feel like, would put up Jeff, Courtney, and then I believe Taylor would say she's really good at a lot of things, and so they'd put her. Heather, Owen, and Trent. And obviously the Killer Bass would lose because Taylor lied, and there's no need for campfire ceremony. Taylor got Justin on. camp out. So basically, teams must spend the night in the forest, and in the morning, the first one to navigate and get all the way back to camp wins immunity. Alright, now, I feel like Sean would say something like, hey guys, I'm a very outdoorsy, let's just follow me back. And then something spooks him and he runs away thinking it's a zombie. And then he leaves them all dazed and confused, eventually letting this team pass him. And at the end of the day, they all just blame him and he is fired. Phobia factor, God, imagine if he got there. He was about to be out anyway. For phobia factor, since Courtney is on a team with some pretty sensible people, they'll see, hey, she hasn't been doing very well in these challenges of recent. And she's not jumping into some little old jello, fuck this bitch. Cause she lost for them again. Now, since I am the director, and for sake of simplicity, I'm gonna move someone from Screaming Gophers over to here. Welcome, Rodney. Canoe trip. This is the one where they have to paddle out to Boney Island, do that fire kaboom shit, and then paddle back. Alright, now you know how Beth did her bullshit? I'm gonna say that stays the same. But this time, Beth goes over to Kitty because they're friends and, she brags about it or, gets excited. And then Kitty kind of mentions it and Heather's like, what idol? And then they catch it that episode, not a couple episodes later, that episode, and then that's when she gets out. Paintball deer hunt. So there's going to be 4 deer and 3 shooters. The 4 deer for Screaming Gophers are Trent, Heather, Tyler, and Gwen. Which means Lashana, Owen, and Lindsay are the shooters. For Killer Bass, the deer are Duncan, Harold, Rodney, and DJ. The 3 shooters are Jeff, Stephanie, and Noah, which means Kitty is just gonna sit out. And I believe the winners would be the Killer Bass. Congratulations, which means Screaming Gophers, here you are. The marshmallows go to Lindsay, Gwen, Heather, Tyler, and Lashana. Which means Owen is out because he used his fucking piss and spilled it everywhere. What do you mean? Get out of here, ew. Hell's Kitchen. Each team will appoint a head chef, and then the head chef will guide everyone how to cook and what to cook. The team with the best dish scored by Chris will win. And I feel like without Owen here, Screaming Gophers under Heather's control after she's put in the freezer because Lindsay is still getting that character development. I feel like this team would actually win without Owen's big body ass. Which means here you guys are, Killer Bass, DJ. Tell you what, I don't know why back then DJ didn't speak out about being a great cook, but I'm still gonna say he didn't say anything, and here he is. Kitty, Jeff, Stephanie, because Duncan convinced people they needed strong people. Because Duncan is really aligned with these two. And if he has this bitch and maybe this bitch on his side, then I feel like they could get that. Which means goodbye, Noah. It was a very close tie between him and Harold. But I just feel like Noah would say something like, you guys are doing it wrong. And then he would only say that, but not even give good advice. He would look at your dish and say, you don't look like you've achieved much. Alright, here's the Extreme Trust Building Challenge. Y'all can read all of that bullshit if you wish, but I'm gonna give a quick summary. So basically, there's a shit ton of challenges where the campers have to do things blindfolded and only blindfolded. DJ got fucked here because he took the blindfold off. However, I feel like the teams would go like this. Duncan, Harold, Jeff, Rodney, Stephanie, Kitty, which would leave Duncan on the out, which means he is not participating. Now, would that be enough to make this team win? I think so. I think that Lindsay would fuck up here somewhere. Because, she unblindfolded Tyler or whatever to kiss him. And, instead of Lindsay getting out, Heather convinces everyone that Tyler's a problem. He hasn't been doing much. It's bullshit, but he's out. Goodbye, Tyler. Master Chief's Boot Camp. Basically, teams are forced into a boot camp in which it's mainly endurance challenges. Basically, if you decide to stop participating, your team has 1 left. The team with no one left standing loses, and the opposing team wins victory and immunity. Harold and Kitty are stepping out. Lindsay drops out first, followed by DJ, then Trent, then Rodney, then Stephanie, then Heather, then Duncan, followed by Lashana, Jeff, and Gwen. which means Gwen won for her team. Very, very nice. Y'all get your ass in here. It's been a long while. Alright, so this is just where I feel like they would kick poor little Harold out just because he's not strong enough. Even though he didn't help lose, he didn't help win, I guess. Extreme Sports Challenge. Sofa bed skydiving. Extreme rodeo moose riding. And extreme sea-doo water ski. That's the one. Alright, so I'm gonna say Screaming Gophers win. Because Lindsay got that fucking character development. And I feel like instead of Duncan losing to a girl, it would be Rodney because he wanted any excuse he could fucking get. And that would just leave him to being out. Goodbye. Alright, here is the merge, and you see it right. 2 people are indeed returning. Welcome back, Lightning and Noah. No pain, no gain. A random wheel will tell what the campers have to do. If they back down, they are eliminated from the challenge. The last person left wins immunity. Now, obviously, Lashana has all of this character development, except a little bit less because she's going to be in the final 2. I'm going to say, however, she does get beat by Stephanie, who aligns herself with Lightning, naturally Heather, who still has Lindsay. And coming back, I feel like she could impress Noah with her numbers and have him in it. Now, yes, these people are more numbers. However, I don't think all of these guys will, vote in, unison. I feel like in TDI, they really didn't know what alliances fucking were, and so they just kind of voted with their feelings. So at the end of the day, the person voted out here is Trent because Heather did something or one another. She probably did that kissing boo-boo. Lucky Key Hunt. Now Heather wins this. She got that plot armor. Same dealio here. Except this time I feel like they got Duncan on their side. A little bit. Just a teeny weensy bit. And it's a tie between Kitty and Gwen. Now let's say Chris just simply says, as a tie we will do a coin toss. Heads, Kitty is safe. Tails, Gwen is safe. Alright, and the result, it is a coin toss. I want to say that Gwen might be a little bit better than Kitty, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's just a coin toss because of a tie. So I'm sorry, Gwen, this is where you get out in my universe. No need to get to the top. Hide, seek, and run. Alright, so Lashana wins this every fucking day. Every day. No one wins besides her. Now, I'm gonna say people are starting to gather up. Hey, there's kind of an alliance going on. And I feel like Duncan would flip for this one time to get Lightning out. I feel like 2 episodes is plenty of time for him to get some jokes in. Do a little bit of his yeah bullshit. And then dip. Pretty cruel bike race. Now, I want this to have, a strong meaning just like it did in the show. So I am not gonna change a fucking thing. Lindsay will go the fuck off on Heather like she does, and we will be sad and we will hate Heather even more. Hook, line, and screamer. Here are the final 8. After the campers all watch a horror movie, they will be told that a serial killer has been released on the island and they've been abandoned. The camper who does the worst job at surviving loses and is eliminated. Once again, I am not changing anything here. I feel like this is DJ's time to go. The Wild Hunt. Now this is just a reward challenge followed by elimination. There is no immunity. There's no chance at anything. Which means I feel like it's a tie between Heather and Stephanie. Heads is Heather. Tails is Stephanie. Y'all saw what it was. Goodbye, bitch. Your time is done. Final 6. Tri-arm triathlon. Everyone will compete in challenges while bound to their partner. Whoever does the best as a group will win invincibility. The partners are Heather and Duncan, Noah and Lashana, and Kitty and Jeff. The winners are Heather and Duncan, which means the person I believe to be out here 6th place is Jeff, just because they don't know that about this twist. They think that the winner's being voted on by jury, so they vote him off. This is the loser twist. I'ma say the exact same thing happens, unfortunately. Finding your way. After waking up in the middle of the forest, the campers are told that they have been stranded, and they must navigate their way back to camp for food and shelter and everything they need to survive. The first pair to touch the totem pole on the way back wins invincibility. Feel like Heather and Duncan touches it and they got it, which means 4th place by Chef Hatchet picking goodbye Noah. That's a lot better placement, lot better character development than last time. Here are the final 3. You already know what's happening. I don't even gotta say it. Oh, bald Caillou ass. Which means I believe the winner of Total Drama Island Season 1 would be Kitty. I'm sorry if that's a little too on the nose, but I feel like after all of this, her and Duncan winning would be fucking amazing, and seeing them go like an actual race instead of how friendly Gwen and, Owen was. Duncan be like, hey bitch, fuck out of here, bitch. And we do have an alt winning, so it could be either or. Just keep in mind, it's only my opinion. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Have a good day.